My name is Oliver Queen. After 5 years in hell, I have come home with only one goal: to save my city. But to do so, I can't be the killer I once was. To honor my friend's memory, I must be someone else. I must be something else. A rumbling is heard through the streets of Starling City as a sky blue classic Mustang pulls up to the sidewalk, parking as two out-of-towners exit the car, taking in their surroundings. We should rest up tonight. My contact should be in touch by morning. Yeah, you can do that, but all that driving's made me a little thirsty. I'll catch up. Damon, we just got here. We don't need you going on a killing spree. Relax, little brother. I'm just gonna grab a snack. Little catch and release. No problem. Besides, after how long on the road, being away from your lady, what do you want to do? Chase me, or go pine over a lane? You're unbelievable. I know. The Salvatore brothers separate as Stefan heads for the guest house, while Damon makes for a bite to eat. Not long later, Damon spots a young woman as she closes her store for the night, locking the front doors tight as she rifles with her purse, getting the keys for her car. In the scant light of the streetlights, the woman struggles to open her car door. In the effort of searching for the lock, she fumbles and drops the bag. Of course, she mutters to herself as she goes to retrieve her strewn items. Everything else goes wrong today, so sure, why not this too? The woman finds, however, that the keys are no longer in her bag, as she desperately rifles for them, searching the ground and her pockets for the lost items. Oh, come on! Looking for something? Damon asks as he approaches the woman, her keys in his hand. Oh, thank you! Long day? Long life. Ooh, felt that. Say, what would you say to going somewhere and commiserating over life together? I like the sound of that. On the other side of town, once detective and now Officer Lance is overlooking a gruesome homicide scene as he walks a distance away to clear his head. Detective, you know it's not good to sneak up on a cop. What happened? Worst kind of homicide I've seen in a while. No marks save to the neck. Girl looks like she's been attacked by an animal. Forensics will be able to tell us for certain, but she looks real pale, drained of blood. The arrow looks away in consternation. What's the matter? You look like you've seen this kind of thing before. I have. The next day in the bunker, Oliver is busy training with Diggle, relentlessly sparring with John as his focus is more singular than usual, swiftly twisting Diggle's arm as he moves to chokehold John, who feverishly taps out. Haven't seen you this tense in a while? Just upping my game. As he turns to Felicity at the state-of-the-art computer. What do we have on last night's victim? Victim's name is Tracy McCann, 24 years old, owns a small boutique. No priors or connection with felons. Just an innocent young woman. Easy to target. This is certainly like the dollmaker all over again. Don't remind me. What did forensics show? The bite marks don't match any known animal, and no human has that kind of bite force. Not to mention, she was completely drained of blood, which is horrible. Could it be someone with Mirakuru? They're not exactly weak or rational. No, it wasn't them. Felicity, could you try and get some of this? Think it'll come in handy. As he hands her a handwritten note. I don't even know what this is. It's a plant, and a rare one. So do what you can. It is Oliver's second year on the island of Lianyu. A mad doctor known as Ivo has mercenaries bent on tracking him and his small band of allies down, as they are believed to know the location of a miracle drug. As Ivo's mercenaries close in on them, another thing closes in on Slade Wilson. Death. How is he? Shadow says nothing, but the grief in her eyes says everything. He needs the Mirakuru, Ollie. If we find it first, then Slade can be saved. And we have leverage on Ivo. He can get us off this island. He's too weak to travel. The journey could kill him. He could die without it. What if Oliver and I go? You stay here with Slade and keep him safe. After what happened last time, we separated. No way. We stay together. I don't like any of this, Oliver. I know, but what choice do we have? Just get Slade ready to travel, please. Sarah and I will scout ahead. A little later, as Oliver and Sarah refill their water canters, Oliver's trepidation boils over. Sarah, how much do you really know about the Mirakuru? Is it safe? It's a miracle. Ivo says it'll change everything. It'll save your friend. You call it a miracle because Ivo does? Look at Ivo and tell me again it's a good thing. Before Sarah can reply, Oliver notices something. Get down! The pair get to cover as a small band of mercenaries come into view, narrowly missing Oliver and Sarah. Move. Slowly. The pair do not get very far, however, as Sarah's foot slips, causing several rocks to give way and making the mercenaries spot them. Run! Oliver and Sarah quickly dart through the trees, only just avoiding gunfire from the mercenaries as they reach the cover of the trees. The pair manage to catch their breath after some time. I think we lost them. Ollie? Oliver turns to see that Sarah was tagged as she quickly goes pale, collapsing. Sarah! No, please, not again! Just then, a new face enters the fray. Here, I've got a... What? Where did you... Who are you? Oliver motions to attack, but the stranger holds up a hand. I can help her, but you need to let me. Without options, Oliver relents. What are you, a doctor or something? Or something. As the stranger suddenly bites into his own wrist, making blood seep from himself as he gently lifts up Sarah's head, encouraging her to drink. Sarah drinks reluctantly, as within moments her bullet wound heals. Sarah coughing and spluttering as colour steadily returns to her pallor. Who are you? My name's Stefan. That's all you need to know. Enjoying the video so far, then be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video. And if you're in the mood for an adventure, then be sure to check out my latest book, Robin Hood Returns. Available now. Stefan walks purposefully through the busy midday streets of Starling, seeking out the next bar on his list. This is the 5th one he's checked, and he has a feeling it'll be the right one. A notion proven true, as he walks in and almost immediately spots Damon, glass of bourbon in hand. Where have you been all night? Well, first, Mom, I went to Vegas, then stopped off in Paris, followed by a lovely afternoon in Siberia. You know what I mean, Damon. You didn't come home to the guest house last night. Did I miss orientation? Stop being glib. A woman was killed last night. Her throat was ripped out. Tragic. Where were you? Well, I was with a lovely lady, but not any dead ones. I just did what I said I would, catch and release. No muss or fuss. Why don't I believe you? Because you're a fundamentally distrusting person? Or because we come to town and almost immediately someone dies? Well, Starling must be a popular watering hole because it wasn't me. How do I know it wasn't you? Alright. Say it was someone else. Who? I don't know, I'm not exactly on Vampire Facebook. This is distracting us. We're here for a reason. My contact got in touch and said they have what we need. Goody, you have fun with your dead end, little brother. I'm going to enjoy my original free vacation while I still can. Stefan frustratingly is about to leave Damon when, why did you even come here if you thought I was wasting my time? Damon doesn't answer as Stefan shakes his head in resignation, leaving. Vampires! There are actual vampires! Like blood-sucking, garlic-hating, castle-roaming vampires? Not quite like Dracula, but yes, they exist. And you're just telling us this now. That seems like crucial information. Oh, by the way, lock your door at night in case a vampire wants to feast on you. You're telling us you met one on the island. Oliver's face is made of shadow as he goes to grab his bow. About to go on patrol. More than met one. Sarah sits up gingerly, feeling the area where only moments before had featured a bullet wound. Take it slow, you're still healing internally. How did you do that? Trust me, the less you know about me, the better. How did you get here? Were you one of Ivo's prisoners? Who's Ivo? Before Oliver can answer, more gunshots ring through the air as Ivo's mercenaries have caught up. Go, move! Oliver takes Sarah's hand as the three run out of the line of fire, but Stefan stops. Keep going, I'll deal with them. What? Don't be stupid! Stefan's eyes flash red as veins pop in his face. Go. As the mercenaries get closer, Stefan runs towards them, while Oliver and Sarah run to get to cover. Stefan waits in an often overlooked store. Light is scarce as the heavy wafts of incense permeate the place, while odd figurines and displays cover the store shelves. Tables full of candles and a cabinet full of leather-bound books. Stefan cannot help but brood as he waits in the store, until the clinking of a bell signals the opening of the front door, as Stefan turns to see Damon walking in. Thought I was wasting my time. Can't say that until I know what you're spending it on. You're just hoping I'm onto something, but just can't admit it. Shut up, Stefan. When suddenly the store's proprietor steps forth from the back. Stefan Salvatore. Damari, it's been a long time. Not long enough. And you must be the bad brother. I wouldn't say that, you don't know me yet. Be careful with that tongue of yours, before you lose it. Ooh, I like it. What else you got in mind? Damon, do you have what I asked for? It is rare, and most valuable. What will you give me for it? Stefan hesitates before retrieving from his pocket his payment. Blood from a Petrova doppelganger. Wait, that's... I know. This is acceptable. Wait a moment. That is the most duplicitous thing I've seen you do, Stefan. Who knew you had it in you? I mean, taking a few drops to save the rest of her, I'd do the same thing. I asked Elena. She agreed to it. Of course she did. For a moment there, you got interesting, brother. Here it is, Mr. Salvatore. The last sapling in existence. A sapling. That's what this was for? Not just any sapling. A white oak sapling. Well, we don't need a sapling, we need great big stakes. What are you gonna do with that? Have Klaus choke on it? I can get it to Bonnie, and then what, Stefan? Do some gardening while the strongest vampire to exist brings down our necks? Do you have a better plan? How about hide? Run. Keep moving until Klaus can't use Elena for his little hybrid ritual. And how many will Klaus kill in the process? Elena will never agree to it. At least she'll be alive to disagree with it. Damon leaves in frustration as Stefan takes the sapling. Later that night, the Arrow watches over a segment of the still recovering glades. Crime and desperation have only grown here since the earthquake, as have the number of souls who will not be missed. The perfect feeding ground. You haven't reported in 5 minutes. Please tell me you have not been bitten and become some sort of night-stalking monster, because if you have, without telling me— Felicity, if I was bitten, I'd tell you. Yeah, well, that's what you would say if you had been bitten, or if you hadn't been bitten, or maybe you would anyway. You'd be a vampire. How can I trust you? Felicity, I'm okay. Please stop panicking. Okay, it's just vampires are a bit out of my wheelhouse here. In fact, only a year ago, all of this was out of my wheelhouse. Felicity's ramble is cut short as the Arrow sees movement on the ground. Oh hey, it's you. I thought you'd left town. I was just about to, but I fancied a bite before leaving. Care to join me? Oliver, what's going on? Trouble. The Arrow shoots a grapple arrow as Damon leads the innocent woman to a nearby back alley, turning to her sharply as he stares her in the eye. Don't scream or make a sound. Once I'm done here, you'll forget all of this. Understood? Damon's eyes then turn from light blue to red as veins pop from his face, suddenly rearing and biting down upon the helpless woman, beginning to feed. But his meal is interrupted as an arrow flies past his face, cutting his cheek. Let the woman go! It was only a quick meal anyway. He then notices his cheek is burning. Vervain, you know what I am. Then you know a couple of arrows won't be much use. The Arrow fires another arrow that Damon evades with his speed. See? The arrow then explodes behind Damon, knocking him forwards as the arrow begins to engage, striking and hammering blows upon the vampire, who is still stunned by the blast, ending the combo by locking and throwing the Salvatore vampire. Damon recovers as the arrow shoots 2 arrows into each shoulder, stunning Damon again. I liked this jacket. Damon pulls out the arrow, smiling before speeding around the arrow, but the Starling City Vigilante is able to keep up as he dodges and counters Damon's attacks, blocking and counter-striking the vampire. You're good. The arrow knocks another arrow. You know I'm faster than an arrow. The arrow flies as Damon catches the arrow, but it swiftly burns his hand. That's why I didn't coat the tip. The arrow fires 2 more arrows, directly into Damon's chest, close to his heart. Damon is left weakened, the arrow standing over him, one last arrow in hand. Wait, the arrow turns to see Stefan behind him. I can't let you do that. Sadly, he's family. Stefan. Oliver and Sarah recover slowly as they see the debris that surrounds them. Bodies all torn apart and left a bloody mess. And in the center is Stefan, tearing and ripping into a final mercenary's neck before dropping what's left, wiping the blood aggressively off his face. What are you? Before Stefan can explain, an arrow flies into his shoulder as Shadow and a near-death Slade stand on a ridge above the trio. Shadow already having another arrow ready as she wears the green hood. Get away from them. Slade collapses as his wounds catch up to him. Slade! Oliver and Sarah reach the duo as Oliver quickly checks on Slade. He needs the Mirakuru now! Can he make it? He can't. But I may be able to help him. Don't move, Shishiagwe. What? What does that mean? I'm a vampire. He's my brother Oliver. Just let me take him home. We'll leave this city. Your brother is a killer. He was in the middle of killing another woman. We're killers too, Oliver. Just let me take him out of Starling, and then let him kill someone else? Was it me? What? I didn't kill anyone. No one this time. Trust me, if he says he didn't, then he didn't. The honest type, is he? I could go and kill right now. Stop. If he didn't do it, then that means there's another vampire in Starling. Maybe focus on that, rather than trying to kill each other. Why do that when the alternative is so entertaining? Everyone turns in shock and horror as the arrow knocks another arrow. Stefan stands ready while Damon tries to muster his strength. Oliver? Who is that? It's him. Klaus.